What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and I feel like this mic is in a weird location. Is in a weird spot. There we go. What's going on, guys? This is Rob. Ignore the mess back there. I am in the middle of cleaning everything up. That's Max's dog hair. It's all over the place. Oh my God. Max, you shed. Where are you at, Max? There he is. There's Max, right there. Max, you shed like a madman. You should be ashamed of yourself for shedding that bad. Yes, you shed, and you're so lovable. Anyway, guys, for those of you guys who don't know, a couple things. I miss doing these little vlog things. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to bring back Comics and Coffee, but do it like once a month. Because doing it every week kind of burned me out. Just because, because I was doing it so frequently, people just didn't really have new questions to ask. And so a lot of times the conversation would just boil down to like Batman versus Black Panther. Who do you think wins? And that's, it's interesting to do versus series. Which I think that's a good idea to do, like versus series confined to comic books. That way I'm not stepping on, the territory of that, what's the name of that channel that does like the versus series, the super battles or whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called, epic battles, or I keep thinking epic rap battles. I don't know. Anyway, as you guys know, I'm very spacey, so I think I'll do Comics and Coffee like once a month. It'll be like once every Sunday, like the first Sunday of every month or something like that, with the exception of October, because I won't be there. So maybe it'll be the last Sunday every month. I don't know. Anyway, that brings me to my next point. So after 2.5 minutes of rambling nonsensically for however long, I have written a book. I wrote a book. Yes. Behind the Cape. This book runs over the history of Superman, and I don't know how many of you guys know much about a lot about Superman. I imagine that when it comes to Superman as a character, because his history is so expansive, people know things here and there, like they know about Silver Age Superman being wildly powerful. They know Superman first appeared in Action Comics issue #1. He's created by Siegel and Schuster, things like that. Well, this book that I wrote gives you the whole rigmarole. For example, like here's like one of the chapters deals with the near collapse of the comic book industry. One of the things a lot of people don't know is the death of Superman's story almost collapsed the comic book industry because of variant covers and because of, it was super high selling, things like that. It talks about the fallout of the death of Superman. How did that affect the comic book community? How it basically destroyed his comics for a decade, and it's only really been recently that his comics have started to take back off again because Superman Rebirth is amazing. Oh my God, it's so good. But this deals with like the legal issues, the lawsuits for over Superman, that stretch since the 1940s all the way up, like basically like the entire life of Siegel and Schuster in the realm of comics. It deals with their families even after, after the passing of Schuster, I think it was. It deals with, actually Siegel too, it deals with, all the lawsuits and everything, it deals with the Superboy's creation, it talks about what led up to the creation of Superman in the first place. So if you guys really dig like the whole explained concept, I think you guys will love this. But there'll be a link to it down in the description. It'll be at barnesandnoble.com. That you guys can check it out. But because of the fact that myself and the weekly pool, because we're going to be at New York Comic Con. If you guys get this, then bring it to New York Comic Con, because we're going to be doing both a signing, because we're going to have a panel, and we're also going to have a fan meetup. There we go. We're going to have a fan meetup for those of you guys who were not able to get tickets to New York Comic Con, because for those of you guys who don't know, New York Comic Con is like the weekly pool Comic Con. Not to say that it's based on us, it's not. It's to say that it's like the one Comic Con that we all try to make it to. Now, I couldn't go last year just because of the fact that I was at a wedding. I was at a friend's wedding and I couldn't miss that. The beautiful Dan and Sarah got married, and it was an awesome experience. We went to a distillery. We had whiskey. Actually, we had bourbon, but it was a really great experience. But as you guys can tell, I'm really excited. Cleaning, for whatever reason, just gets me excited. I know some people are just like, cleaning. It's your problem. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we know that some of you guys couldn't get tickets to New York Comic Con, but some of you guys live around the New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, Virginia area, and a lot of you guys want to meet us. And so we're going to be doing a fan meetup, I'm pretty sure. And of course, that we'll follow us on social media. Follow me on Comics Explained. Follow Benny on Comic Storian. Follow Sal at Comic Pop. Follow Joel. Follow Caitlin. Follow us on Twitter. And even like the weekly poll has its own Twitter account. Make sure you follow that as well, and you guys will know where we're at in the con. So if you guys get into New York Comic Con, if you guys don't happen to run into us, we'll occasionally be tweeting out where we're at, or we'll be tweeting out when our panel is, so you guys can come in and listen to us do a live weekly poll episode. But yeah, it'd be awesome, to see you guys out there. So again, for those of you guys who couldn't make it out to the con, who couldn't get tickets, we're gonna be doing a fan meetup, and if you guys bring books, both Benny and myself will sign our books, because Benny has a book too. Benny wrote a book as well about the history of comic book movies, I'm pretty sure. And it's actually really cool. Like, it's a really cool book. So make sure you guys, get our books, bring them there. We'll sign them for you, and you guys can go home and be like, Rob, sign my book. But anyway, guys, it's shameless promotion of my book, I know, but I'm really excited because I'll be honest, guys. And I'm sorry to get mushy here. I'm sorry to get mushy on this, because I know that some of you guys are just like, mushy stuff, yuck. Which, by the way, this is a Coca Cola thing. No, Coca Cola did not pay me to say this, but there was a Coca Cola store in Disney World, and I saw this and I had to get it. This is water. Because Coca-Cola is not good for you. That's how you know that I'm not advertising Coca-Cola. I'm telling you that it's bad for you. So do not be like, Rob, you sellout, which is something that I really hope you guys put in the comment section. I shouldn't say that. But when I started this whole thing, when I started comments explaining, the channel's had its ups and downs. There's been times where I've been trying to figure out the channel's direction. There were times when I got really burned out of doing 20-minute long videos. I tried to condense them down. I was trying to adjust the channel to how YouTube's algorithm worked. It's been like a huge, insane learning curve. And there's been fans that have just bailed out and they'll never come back. That's okay. It's really just a learning process. And along the way, I've had so many awesome experiences. The most notable is like interacting with you guys. There is, actually, hold on a second. Let me go and grab it real quick. I know you're not supposed to do this, but let me go see if I can find it real quick, because I want to show you guys something. Max, you keep me entertained? No, you didn't. Of course you did. You sat around sleeping. God knows, man. You don't do a damn thing other than just sit around and sleep all day long. Okay, I know you're never supposed to leave in the middle of a YouTube video, but I did it. This is my most prized possession. This, not because it's A-Force. A-Force is a really cool comic, whatever. It's because this represents the first meetup that I ever did with you guys. Myself and Benny went to San Antonio, Texas to hang out with Drake. And we made the decision at the last minute because we went to Six Flags. We were like, we should do a fan meetup too. So literally it was whoever happened to be on Twitter during that 2-hour window knew we were going to be at a comic book store. And something like 20 people showed up. And I had all the people who showed up autograph this. These are your signatures. These aren't comic book creators. These are your signatures. These are fan signatures, These are people that I had never met up until that point, but they found my channel on YouTube and they loved it. And this is so cool. Like I love this. So this is one of the things that I love so much. I need to put it back there is what I need to do. I need to take down the first order thing, which, by the way, look at that. It looks amazing. It looks so cool. I need to take down the first order thing. I need to put this in its place. That, by the way, is the mask of Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. Harry Potter fans unite. I love you guys. This video is all over the place. If you've stuck with the video this far, congratulations. Thank you. But yeah, I never dreamed in a million years that it would get to this point where people want to meet me as a person. Even if they only walk up and they just say, hey, like, I love the videos that you make, which is an incredible experience. I never thought I would have an impact on anybody's life. Like, I never thought, and I real talk for a second. I've had experiences in my life where it's taught me that sometimes people are good, sometimes people are bad. but I never saw myself as a person that would do a thing and have an impact on people's life, like a real intangible impact. I never thought I would have that. And I wouldn't go as far as to say that I've somehow shaped the world. Not at all. I'm a guy that makes videos about comic books. But a lot of you guys have found my channel and you love, my channel because maybe I reintroduced you to comic books after you took a hiatus for however many years. Maybe it's because, you were looking to get into comic books for the first time and you stumbled across Civil War, or you stumbled across, DC Rebirth, or something like that. Actually, I'm curious. Post a comment down below and tell me how it is that you happen across my channel. Did you find me through Benny? Did you find me through Comic Pop? Did you just find me through a Google search or a YouTube search? Like, how did you find my channel? I'm curious. Being able to meet you guys and hang out with you guys is an incredible experience. And that's why we love fan meetups so much. That's why, I love them, Benny loves them, Sal loves them, because we get to hang out with you guys and talk to you guys about stuff. Now, granted, 9 times out of 10, when we meet you guys, it's always, hey man, I really love your videos. And it's like, cool, man, I appreciate it. And then almost without fail, who's your favorite comic book character? I love you guys for that. It's hilarious to me. You guys always ask that. Who's your favorite comic book character? Of course, mine's the Sentry. But Superman I think is one of the best comic book characters. But nonetheless, so yeah, if you made it this far in the video, that's cool. Again, we're gonna be at New York Comic Con. Come hang out. I wrote a book there, behind the cape. You can find it on Barnes & Noble. The link will be down in the description. If you end up getting it, if you decide to buy it and you're going to be at New York, bring it and I'll autograph it for you. But yeah, it's a cool experience, guys. It's awesome being able to do this, and it's all because of the support you guys show, So, yeah. Yeah. This is going to be 3 videos today, oddly enough. It's going to be this video, it's going to be the 2 Superman videos, and then this video. This video I'm going to upload at like 9 o'clock at night. So, I'm sorry if I'm kind of burning you guys out. The good thing is I'm giving you Saturday and Sunday to catch your breath. So new videos will be out on Mondays. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. And I guess I will catch you all later. Peace.